Hey, I'm Silverland, and welcome back to Prison Architect. Last time around, well, as can be seen from what I'm showing you now, we invited the maximum security prisoners into the new area. We finally opened it up after working on it for quite a while. Yay. Um, but yeah, starting today on a bit of a. Is that minimum security? Okay, what's happening here? Somebody would have been killed for being a snitch, weren't they? Yeah, killed for being a snitch, which means there is a non-snitch in here. I think. Unknown reputation, unknown reputation. Yeah, we need to sort out this reputation stuff because, yeah, as you can see, people are getting killed for it. Yeah, I'm gonna start today by calling out an confidential informant. Let's go for a yeah, let's go for a supermax one. By the way, yeah, today we're gonna actually be building up the rooms a bit more. Um, 'Cause we haven't actually built them up at all. So we've already defined this area out as the cleaning cupboard. We've not really done anything else. So what I want to do is we've already set out the shop, so we're gonna start today by looking at utilities with the electrical cable. And see. So how far does this go out actually? So it's like one. Actually, hold on. I can just use planning. No, I want utilities. Okay, you can't measure that. So if I just remember it as being that one there, and it's about there, so it goes about 16 out. Yeah, I'd say about 16. So, which means that we can actually have quite a decent size going out. So, one, two, we can actually make it go halfway, and it should cover most of it. In fact, it should cover all of it. So, if we just do that, then that will already mean that it's covered quite a bit. Then, if we pull this down here to around, actually no, yeah, actually if we pull this down here, then we can create a border, especially if we do about there, that we can extend it further out later on, and pull this along. It should power it up as well as power up the canteen a bit more. For this entire area we're going to need to have a few power things, aren't we? Because if we look over here, you can see that it's already got quite a bit of pressure on it. So we're going to need to either cut down on the amount of electricity that we're going to do, which isn't really an option, or we're going to have to increase the number of power generators, which is more of an option. Hmm, dead. Oh well. So let us work today on. Let us go for the mail room. I want to do the mail room today. And I also want to create another generator at the end here. So if we just look at walls, how big is this generator including the walls? 7 along. So if we go down in between here, That is 7 along. So then that is 1, 2, 3. That's the generator. And that is the water thing. Water power thing. You know, that thing that I'm very good at describing. And why is that a fence and not a wall? I'm going to change that because it's not. I don't know whether it'll actually make a big difference, but it's annoying me. And if it annoys me, it's not an option as to its existence because it has to be removed. Yep, that is the rule. So actually, I'm gonna pull this down slightly. Actually, I keep saying actually a lot. Um, but if we pull it off to the side by a point, then if we go into planning, it'll look slightly better. Um, Up here like this. Come on, like that. And up here like that. It'll look slightly better. Goodness, we're having so many deaths today. But yeah, this should work. So if I just put the foundations down for this area, it'll be a working utility room. So that'll be good. And then we can power the areas around here with lights. So first of all, we were doing the mail room, weren't we? So if we just go into objects and we search up, actually click on here, mail room. So we want sorting desk and the tables. So we can start by having a bunch. Well, okay, where is this death now? Yeah, that's looks about right. Yeah, it's because we've got free fire on that we've got another death. Although it is annoying to deal with deaths, I do feel that it is worth it. Because of, well, as you can see, they're trying to cause a lot of trouble, and so I definitely think that it's worth it to keep it on. But yeah, we're going to be putting a bunch of tables down to store, I think, what will be the bags of letters and parcels and stuff. Then we can fit a small table in here. But yeah, I do think that it will be incredibly good for this. And then we have a bunch of sorting desks just in the middle area now. So these will be facing each other. Actually, are there any good decorations on the front? Not particularly. So yeah, they can be facing each other quite easily. Like so. And then these can be set out as a place for the prisoners to do work, although not many will be able to work in the first moments, but yeah, it should be quite good. Yeah, so I reckon that'll be enough for now. And then it's literally just on logistics. We can just increase number of prisoners who are within here. And I know it's staff only. I'm going to be changing that shortly though. So yeah, this has just been extended out to 2 rows, and then if we look at deployment, maximum security only. I said maximum security only. That is now a viable area for them to do work. And if we look over here, has this been destroyed yet? Yes, it has. So walls and doors, brick walls, and just put this in here. And that'll be fine now. So now we've got the mail room basics set out. I want to think about like future plans, because although this is a big cell block which will contain a lot of prisoners, I also want to have individual cells. So in order to allow the gangs to do a lot of what gangs do, because they try and push their leader into the positions of, you know, into cells that are more luxurious. So we got a red leader in here. I think we had a green leader somewhere in the prison. Oh, that's too far in. Oh, those are the cells. So yeah, we got a green, not vice leader, deputy. No, not deputy. Um, I could have sworn there was a leader of the Greens. Hmm, maybe not. Yeah, 'cause there's two gang officers. Well, I don't know, but either way, what we want to do is we want. Okay, what are these? Escort prison to solitary. Are there not enough solitary cells in here? Suppose that isn't a very big one, so, guess it isn't very secure. Although, is that even a solitary room? Yes, it is. Shakedown's almost done, that I set out at the beginning. But yeah, now I want to set out that all these rooms will no longer be rooms. Didn't I set out for visitor doors? Yeah, I did. Come on, everybody else is capable of working this out, aren't you? But yeah, these can go all the way down to clear out the rooms. Not that far. Another death. Right, I'm gonna consider turning up. Okay, there's a riot. Of course there's a riot. There's never not a riot. What's the deployment? Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot to set out the patrols in here. Well, I have just got to do that now. Huh. I really should have done that before. Okay, so set out the 3, 2, 1. Well, set out the patrols in those areas now. Really should have done that before. And what happened to this guy? Murdered by a prisoner with jail keys. Of course he was. But yeah, now the guards are going to actually go in there to patrol. So let us work on something else, like I don't know. Let's work on the workshop or the library. Actually, it'll just be a bunch of things. So yeah, like if we just search up in here again, we're gonna do the same style. Because this requires sorting. This would be shelves on one side, maybe we'll sorting desks in the center, and then library shelves on the other side, just for sorting out sake. But yeah, um, yeah. So it'll just be a bunch of repetitive things down. Not really sure. Yeah, it's just a repetitive all the way down one side and then all the way down the other. Despite somehow, yeah, despite being somehow being on YouTube for over a year, I've still not worked out how to organically bring in real life conversation. Um, I like out of game topics into it. But even if I do just mundane tasks like this, don't really require talking, I still try. I usually either skip it in order to make sure there's more content and it's filled in, or yeah, if I no, I just usually skip it or just somehow try and jarble my way through. I want to see if it's possible to actually try and create organic conversation. Well, I say conversation, but talking to myself, and then for some unexplained reason, people decide to watch my videos. Yeah. Um. But yeah, if you watch this part, how are you guys doing? I don't know how many people there will be to actually respond, but just put it down in the chat. How are you doing? Put it down in the comments. I want to see. I want to know how the people who actually watch my videos are doing. Yeah. Right. It gets to the end, so there'll be no, there won't be space for two more. So perhaps it'll be something like that. Then how big are the sorting desks again? Okay, they're 3 wide. So if we just look at planning, no objects. So we've already set out that there'll be library shelves on this side. There'll also be library shelves on this side. What about here? 1, 2, 3. And then it's an uneven room. Of course it is. I don't like uneven rooms. They make it hard to make things symmetrical. So up in the center like this and down like that. So that would be 2 on either side, and then yeah, I reckon that'll work. So it would again just require another row of library shelves. That's fine. I'm still I'm still struggling to actually come up with how to do organic conversation with you lot. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do what I normally do and call out for one just gigantic skip. Okay, so after the skip, I essentially have basically just filled in this entire row. Basically, just this entire side full of the sorting desks and the library shelves. And I also I installed, well, set out the installation of some doors at the intervals, so you know people can actually access the room without having to go up to the one single door that's in existence here. And I'll also need to set out lights as well. I'll do that at another point. Um, but for now, I can just set out this. That's to be maximum security, and so is that. And this is also to be maximum security. So yeah, we're getting more of it opened up to the maximum security people now. That is great. Now where's this death happened? Killed by armed guard with a shotgun. Killed by prisoner. Oh dear. Right, I'm gonna give turning off free fire a go, and we'll see how that works out for them. Because I don't want to risk losing, well, pretty much everything so far, in terms of prisoners. But another thing we're going to need to do now is connect up these CCTV cameras over to a corresponding monitor. And in the future, of course, I'm going to be actually essentially creating a brand new security office. Okay. Right. I'm just gonna search cell. And then, why are these open? They're not meant to be open. They're not meant to be allowed out at all. Why are they open to allow them out? Isn't one supposed to be happening with it? Because if I go to the Supermax security area at sleep time, um, yeah, you can see that their jail doors are shut. Why are these guys? This door's shut. This door isn't. Why is the door not shut? Also, I want to move this um, up slightly, as well as this one. So that way I can place a jail door, a double jail door, in in that position. So hopefully it'll be classed as a cell block. But no, what? I haven't got my hopes up too high because, and then yeah, because all of these cells are maximum security. Every single one of them. Sorry, not a bit. Oh, that's not what I mean. All of them are shut. So why aren't these shut? Well, some of them are shut. Oh, maybe it's because there's no prisoners inside? Except that's not the case because there are prisoners inside there. I don't get it. I seriously don't get it. So I'm going to just be placing these up here. And walls and doors. Doors, double jail door. Large jail door. We have one stored up, so I'm going to be placing that in there. And yeah, hopefully these will now all shut properly because it's annoying that they weren't. Oh well. These areas will be lit up again at some point soon, I hope. Well, that's another prisoner shot by an armed guard. Too many deaths are happening. And so much more grass is being delivered. How much more do we need? Ah, we need enough for all of this, because the tree's being built. Or rather, the tree's being planted, which means we'll get a great influx of money once they're done. And we've set out an area for the classroom as well. So what else needs to get done, in fact? I'm going to actually create a um a oh, actually, hold on. If we come down here to the psychologist's office, um if you remember last time, um we need a sofa or a brown chair. Da, 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 da. So I'm gonna put in a couple of brown chairs into the office, so that way I can set this up as a place for the people to, you know, and that is a horrible misspelling of the word chair. Basically, so that way they can actually do the psychologist's office thing. And we got a lot of empty space back here, so I'm gonna create like a 4 wide area. Maybe actually 5 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, that way this can be used as one of the areas for Alcoholics Anonymous sort of thing. And I'll put that in the other common rooms as well, so we can have multiple sessions of it. But I do think this is going to be good. as long as these utilities get put in place. And I'm going to go back to my standard method of trying to get these trucks through as quick as possible by creating the delivery zone thing again. Because it was really useful in getting them off, and I need to get them off now. Like, right now. So yeah, that'll be pretty good in doing so. All that, and then it'll just need to refresh. So where is this guy being attacked? You know what? I'm also gonna make this area access only. Because I don't want them to go through pretty much at all. So guard pavilions are around. I still don't get about what the role for the guard pavilion is. It just seems to me like it's an annoying thing to get rid of, as we could see from before, and how it took a while just to get rid of them. So I'm actually going to set out the classrooms now. So, no, am I? Nah. Right, so that's all done. When will these foundations be ready? I reckon they're already made, pretty much. Maybe just that one bit there. But I'm going to set out these as high priority. Because I reckon it's just that one bit there that needs to get done, and literally nothing else. Yeah. I don't know what to do now. I've done a bunch of stuff. I'm also gonna just dismantle these two chairs as well. Because they need to be brown chairs, like with the other thing, so that way I can set up sessions between the prisoners and the psychologist. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be arriving anytime soon. And why is there food just there? And you know what? Since we do have a great increase in the number of workers, sorry, since we do have a great increase in the number of things that we need to get done, I might increase the workers. No, you know what we do need to increase? Um, if we go to programs, workshop safety, no. Carpentry, no. Foundation education, no, that wasn't it. Although I can probably remove two of these. Kitchen safety and hygiene. Start. And edit schedule. So kitchen in the maximum security. There's two medium security ones. La 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 la. Yeah, there's only these kitchens at the moment. Classroom, guard taser certification. La 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 la. Alcoholics groups in the common room. So I'm gonna see if I can set up another alcoholics group. Oh dear, we have another riot. I'll get put down at some point soon. Oh, I feel like we might have put too many in. Behavioral therapy. Reschedule. No. Right, so we got a bunch of these. Then alcoholics group therapy. Can we actually start any parole hearings? No, we can't. We've already got the maximum. What's breathe therapy? Teach your students to how to breathe and relax. After each class, the prisoners will feel a lot calmer. They might even consider behaving better. Led by a teacher in a yard. Lesson length 1 hours. Each participant requires a gym mat. Voluntary, can hire externally. Students sit. Repeatable, teachers sit. Teacher requires a gym mat. Gang members can attend. Easy. Huh. Wait, gang members can't attend some of these. So I'm gonna set up a breathe therapy. And of course, because just, I'm interested in this. So I'm gonna set out gym mats. Let's start by experimenting with it in here. In the top corner up top. Just basically just in the top corner. This is going to be the teacher's one, with a back to the racetrack. Then I'm just going to create an entire ton of and reschedule. Oh yeah, I forgot. I called in for the informant guy. Awesome, and it just sets it out once. So skilled fighter. Fearless, I think. This guy's just fearless and can go. Actually, I'll just let it time run on slightly. Right, let's work on, first of all, stoical. Volatile, fearless. And let's just try and get rid of a bunch of these, because I really don't want them to be in our prison. No, I want them to be in our prison. I don't want them to be within the protective custody area, because then they'll simply kill the protective custody area people. And we won't have another entire area for us to exploit the spacing for the prisoners. Yeah, so a bunch of these need to be moved up as well. Oh, they already moved up to medium. That was quick. What'd they do? So the volatile snitch person's already. So yeah. I said about the gym mat, wasn't it? So objects, gym mat. That one. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it can be put there as well. And then all along the back. So that should be rather good. And then if we look at programs again. Are we able to set up another session for this? Yep. We'll set another one. Yep. Another one. Yep. How about one up top here? No. How about one here? We don't need more. There's not enough interested people. Carpentry apprenticeship. Not enough places. General education qualification. Nobody's actually doing that or passed. What about behavioral therapy? Let me press start, but it wasn't for some reason because it was being annoying. Right, so parole hearing there's a bunch of unscheduled ones. Spiritual guidance. Reschedule programs. No. Oh well. So are we able to set up another thing? How about another thing? How about another thing? One more. Let's go for one more. Perfect. Which means no more in the queue, and they'll all get done. So I'm just going to test out the one thing for the breathe therapy. I don't know if it's a therapy thing, but it's just the breathe. So let us start, because the workshop would be pretty simple to do actually, wouldn't it? So if we just work, no, that's not rock, work, then we can just get a couple of tables out. We'll need small tables there. And then just send these through. Will that require a... No, that requires a small table. Like... No, that would require a large table. Oh, are they 4 wide? So 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 4 wide. That's very annoying. I don't want it to be 4 wide. I wish they were 3. Oh well, we'll just have to deal with it as it is. But we can put in the workshop saw, and then this will be what the other power station is for. I somehow made it rhyme, yet I don't know why it's gone rhyming. That was definitely a rhyme, and I was perfectly in time. Yay! I'm a poet. Well, I'm not sure so much from a poet or just a rhymer. I'm gonna call myself a poet. I mean, I hate poetry, or rather, I hate poetry when studying it within school. Oh, I hated that stupid anthology of the stupid poems that we had to do. Oh, they were, gosh, they were. I hated them. Yeah, I just didn't like yeah, just actually, it's not literature that I hated. It was more the poetry in literature. Another death. That is wonderful. We want more deaths, don't we? Killed for being a snitch. There are snitches in there. Probably this guy. Yeah, so there was a tunnel over here. Although I'm not sure whether this is a tunnel. Oh, you know what? I just realised that's why that's the indication for a tunnel. It looks like a spade. Like a small spade. But, yeah. How have I not noticed that before? Must be... Oh, gosh, how has that not been noticed? By the way, I'm going to need to set out, set out a tunnel search to make sure there's nowhere in there. Okay, now what's happening here? Why are more and more things being eroded? Fancy tiles. They are. No, it's a mosaic. Is it mosaic or mosaic? I think it's mosaic. Yeah, I'm gonna go with mosaic, because mosaic sounds stupid. And the TV is shown to just cover this area here. Is that a globe? Oh no, that's a fan. I thought that was a globe as decoration. I was gonna be like, there's decoration in this game? Although I suppose there is decoration, just not that much, because most of it's trying to go for functionality. Yeah, I bet the people are gonna be I bet the staff are gonna be exhilarated when I tell them that in the future they will have, now, hear me out on this, they will have a bigger staff room in the maximum security area. They'll love it. But yeah, if I just go for walls and doors here, and I'm just going to go for demolish wall, because I don't know whether it's not doing the expansion thing because of the wall that's there, or if there's just a piece that needs to be finished off. Yeah. I still don't get why that's not been done already. Because I set out the construction of it ages ago, and all of these trucks, vans, things are now done. Once that's emptied out, then it'll be moved on and cleared, which should hopefully not take too long. Right, so come on, hurry up. I need this to be done soon. There's more delivery space here, right there, that you can move stuff out on. Come on. Oh dear, it's just not, they're not doing it. They're simply not doing it. Do I need to define a deliveries area on the other side? But they just don't really do that much on that side. Like, it's all just grass turf. Oh, it's being done. Awesome. And then once this is done and put off to the side, then they hop in and they get going. Although I might need to include a self-opening aspect of the one down below, because you know what? They don't really open up the one down below. And if it opened up before they got there, it probably would be a whole lot better. So I'm just going to open this door now, because it takes an okay amount of time to get down and open up. But why is it taking so long to go through? Ah, they're picking up garbage or rubbish and stuff like that. Well, either way, I'm gonna call this episode there, and say thanks for watching. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. We just got a couple of the rooms done, and I think did some other admin stuff, or maybe constructed a bit more. Like, I know we getting the solitary confinement area properly sorted out, so yeah, hopefully it was a good video for you, if you did. Oh yeah, I also tried to do a realish talk. Yeah, that didn't work out so well, but now we're definitely staying on the outro. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do leave a like, so I know that you do enjoy it. And if you're not doing so already, then please do subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you next time. See ya!